Okay, Diddy. Let's get to Diddy real quick, family. So Diddy recently hired Brian Cohen, the lawyer. No, Brian Steele. Excuse me, the lawyer that was on Young Thug's RICO trial in Georgia. Added him to his legal defense team. Now, Diddy was attempting to push back his trial that was intended to start on May 5th, 2 months. Steele submitted a motion to officially appear as counsel for Diddy. This development arrives just one day after the 55-year-old music mogul pled not guilty to serious federal charges, including racketeering and sex trafficking, during a hearing before U.S. District Judge Arun in Manhattan. All right, so here's the thing, family. Diddy wanted to push this trial back 2 months. And I'm going to be honest with you. The further he can actually push this trial back, the better for him. I'm going to tell you why. Family, no matter what the court tells the jurors, it's hard to act as if Diddy wasn't the main headline going across the news for the longest of times. It's just hard to do. What helps Diddy is some of these cases that are obviously falling by the wayside, being dismissed, some of these frivolous lawsuits. It helps Diddy for the jurors to see a lot of these cases are now being thrown out. They were false claims here, false claims there. And you just want the case to cool off a little bit. You want to let something else lead and dominate the news. At one time, Diddy was dominating the news. We were hearing about baby oil mixed with drugs. We were hearing about, freak offs. We never heard that term, but now we got this new term. It was no Diddy. Diddy was mad hot. So Diddy wants to push the trial back 2 months. But here's the thing. Diddy's request to delay his trial by 2 months has been declined by a federal judge. Jury selection in the trial will begin on May 5th as scheduled. So the pushback was denied. Let's check out some more on this. Let's see. Diddy's trial is said to be held from May 5th, with the rapper having been denied his trial start extension on April 18th, which was, of course, yesterday. The ruling means that jury selection will start on May 5th, 2025, with the actual trial currently set to start a week later as of the writing of this article. For the ruling to deny the delay to trial was made by the sitting judge. Diddy's trial is for trafficking and racketeering. The indictment was filed by U.S. Attorney Damian Williams with the publicly available indictment stating from at least 2008 from the present Combs led a criminal enterprise that existed to facilitate his abuse and exploitation of women, to protect his reputation, and to conceal his conduct. As part of the criminal enterprise, Combs, along with other members and associates of the enterprise. The indictment continued and stated, committed crimes including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, robbery, and obstruction of justice. Among other things, Combs sexual abuse of women included causing them to engage in frequent day-long sexual activity with male commercial sex workers, some of whom were transported over state lines. These events, which Combs referred to as freak-offs, were elaborate sex performances that Combs arranged. To commit these crimes, Combs relied on his power as the leader of a multifaceted business empire. Employees of Combs' businesses, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, personal assistants, and household staff. Combs acted as Combs' intermediaries to, among other things, arrange travel and hotel room, stock the hotel rooms for Combs' commercial sex activity, contact or locate women and other individuals whom he targeted for abuse, and conceal and cover up the abuse. The criminal concealment included efforts to prevent law enforcement from learning about his abuse. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it works against him, this trial actually starting on the day it starts. I'm going to be honest. From the beginning, I thought this trial was going to get pushed back. I remember literally saying, this trial was not going to start on the, current set date because of what we just spoke about, wanting that case to cool off, wanting, to add more discovery, wanting to get as much information you can to go up against the feds. But it is currently set to start on May 5th. with the jury selection, actual trial again starting a week later, we will indeed see how this goes for Diddy family. How we feeling? Do we feel like Diddy getting a not guilty? We know we got one for sure witness being Cassie, which is going to be the main witness. I'm not sure if anyone else who's currently set to testify, not even Diddy. Okay, so we will indeed keep you up to date on this. But Diddy has been denied a trial extension, which I didn't see in his cards. I really thought he was going to get the trial extension. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be dead honest with you, okay? Cool. Let's keep it going. Yo, we're going to get into this let's get into this Joe Budden setting up Elliott Wilson. But before I get to it,